Hello, 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 my beloved souls. Blessed be, blessed day. Welcome back. I am Autumn, the Enlightened Daughter. For those of you who don't know me, and for those of you who do, welcome back, High Vibe Tribe. So, we have a special pick a card reading. This is going to be what you should focus on in the coming year. It's a timeless reading. So, I'm going to give you three piles to let you decide on what you're going to focus on this year. Take your time, meditate, breathe, look at the images in front of you, and then let's go. Love you, and I'll see you in your pile. Welcome, 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 pile number one. So you chose the Archangel Power Tarot. Love this deck, such beautiful colors. We are going to start with a message from the Guardian Angels, then we'll get a power animal, and then we'll get into your reading. So thank you, angels. Thank you guys for being here with me on pile number one. Okay, what one card fell out, and then you had two, so you got three messages going on. Angelic protection coming in. So in this coming year, beautiful. Just know that whatever it is that you're focusing on, whatever it is that you're moving towards, whatever your goal, your desire, your dream is for this coming year, right? The angels are with you. They're guarding you. They're protecting you. So this is the energy of Archangel Michael, right? He is the guardian of heaven. He has a sword, Excalibur. He helps to give us courage. He protects our home. He protects our being, right? So if you ever feel nervous or anxious or fluttered or worried, right? You can call upon Archangel Michael to give you strength, to give you courage. It's funny because in the meditation, the pre-shuffle, as I was shuffling the cards, like I started feeling like super anxious, right? So for some of you, that is an energy that you've been feeling, and Archangel Michael is here to tell you you can let go of that anxiety, right? Give it to me. Give it to me, he says, and breathe and know that you're safe, you're guarded, and protected. Take a deep breath and know that you're all right, okay? We also have, oh, friendship and union, right? So beautiful messages coming in for you for this coming year, right? Beautiful friendships and union and meeting your soul family, your soul tribe, right? This is all, they're like mirroring each other, right? So it's like your sister from another mister, your brother from another mother, right? Like all those energies coming forth. A lot of joy, a lot of love coming in, connection, activation, um, just really just such a delicious union, right? Your light just inspiring another's light. Oh, and I love it. So you're to follow your soul's purpose this year, right? Really activate and trust in your soul's plan. You have been getting called to this energy, right? You've been getting drawn forward on this path, right? And there's many of you watching this, so you're all on different paths doing your own thing. But whatever that is unique to you, 222, I just saw on the clock, it's pulling you forward, right, to heal. So the more that you're in alignment with that, the more you start moving on this path, you're going to know if you're moving in the right direction because it's going to start to feel really yummy. It's going to start to feel really delicious. Things are going to start to really open up for you. Things are going to be illuminated for you. It's like the more you trust, the more you move forward, right? The more things are becoming open to you, right? So just keep going, right? Just keep going, just keep going. Well, this way I should say, just keep going, just keep going. For many in this pile as well, feeling this like deep psychic like activation going on, right? So many of you have already started ascending, right? And that's what you've been feeling, these changes, these shifts that you're going towards. It's like it's taking you further up on your path. You're releasing more of the egoic body, you're releasing the density, you're releasing the negative comments, you're releasing the past. There's a lot of healing going on. And as you heal and as you release, more and more of your light is showing, more and more of your light is opening up. Such a beautiful energy. And you're to trust in this path, right? Like trust in the guidance you're receiving, trust in your intuition, trust in the feelings that you're getting that are pulling you forward because it's your higher self, right? It's your soul like really pulling you forward, pulling you forward, pulling you forward, and all of this. So beautiful. Oh, look, bottom of the deck. Expect miracles. So this is going to be a beautiful year for you, pile number one. I mean, come on. The hands are open. We're expecting miracles. We're on our sacred path. We got our soul tribe coming in, and we're being guarded by the angels. Oh, I love this for you. What a great way to start. What a great way to start. All right, power animals. What do we need to know? What does pile number one need to know for this year as they come forward? Bottom of the deck, Swan Grace. Appreciate the beauty inside and all around you. So be grateful. Open up your eyes. See what's in front of you, right? See the blessings. See, whenever we grow through any life lesson, I always say there's a lesson there and there's also grace, right? Like sometimes the lesson is how to set boundaries and to speak up for ourselves and to tap into our heart and to believe in ourselves, right? And there's also this grace because there's the empowerment, there's the awareness, there's the love, there's the joy, there's the protection of the divine coming in, right? So it's beautiful energy. Call upon God's grace in your life, right? Whatever you're growing through, whatever you're trying to activate, build, establish in your life, right? Ask that you receive this gift, whatever this gift is, whatever this miracle, whatever this blessing is. Ask that it comes to you under grace, right? Watch the transformation that happens, right? When you start getting things under grace as opposed to swimming upstream and all the upheaval, right? Go with the ebb and flow of life. And that's a big part of this message as well. You know, we're going with the flows of life. Trust in that path and watch how God shows up and shows out in your life. It's gonna be so delicious. All right. We have Fox, adaptability. Adapt to the changes that are happening, right? So as you're moving on this path, as you're shifting and moving and doing all this stuff, right, within the coming year, be again, we're following the ebb and flow, right? You want to adapt, you want to be flexible, you want to be fluid. Understand that all roads lead home, right? And just because you're being flexible and you're being adaptive to your path doesn't mean that you're off path. It just might mean that, like, hey, I might have to veer left over here because there's a detour, right? Or I might have to go back and move forward again because maybe I went off track, or I need to revisit something, or I need to learn something here so I can get to the next step, right? Understand that, like, you're moving, and we already talked about that, right? You're moving on your sacred path, so trust in that. Trust in that. Just know that, like, along the way, there may be some details, there may be some changes, there may be some places that you're guided to go, right, to help you get to where it is that you want to go, or there might be some things that you're guided to learn in order to help you to do these things, right? It doesn't mean that you're off path, and it doesn't mean that your desire, your goal won't manifest. It just might mean that you might need to do a little tweaking along the way in order for this thing to happen, right? You might be praying for something, but may not necessarily be ready for it yet, right? So maybe like you're praying for like an abundance of money, but you're not budgeting correctly or handling the finances that you have responsibly, right? So maybe you need to take like a financial class, or you need to open a savings account, or you need to meet with a financial planner, right? Like there are things that you can do to kind of show God that you're going to be a good steward of the blessing in which you're calling it, right? So be flexible, be adaptive. Love that fox energy. And raccoon, resourcefulness. You have all the resources you need, right? So you do when you tap in, when you learn to ask for wisdom, when you learn to ask for help, when you open up your heart and your mind, when you get out of the energy of fear and you trust in faith and you're like, you know what? I got this. I know some good is going to happen. I know that the path is going to open up for me. I know that the help I need is gonna come. I don't know where it's coming from, but I know somehow, some way, like God's gonna make a way. I'm just gonna keep moving forward. I'm gonna keep working. I'm gonna keep showing up, and I'm gonna keep opening my eyes. I'm gonna keep like opening my mouth and asking for help, and I'm gonna see what works because I know it's something. I know there's something around me, and sometimes it's just a matter of just being still and being quiet and sitting in meditation and just chilling and just trusting that the path is open for you, like seeing in your mind's eye, like a bulldozer in front of you, just like clearing the pathway out, right? And being like, I know everything I need is right along this pathway. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to be scared, right? And then watch the universe show up for you, right? We already talked about the energy of grace. When grace gets to come in and bless you, right? So just be open to it this year. It's going to be delicious for you. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for you. Okay, let's get into your themes. All right. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guys, for being here with pile number one. Let's see. What is the strongest energy around pile number one for this coming year? Ooh, the Ten of Michael, yes. It's over, baby. You've completed a cycle. So this is a year where it's done. Like you're just done. You're done with the heavy lifting. You're done with the stress. You're done with the worry. You're done with the fear. You're done with the sleepless nights. You're just done. You're done. You're done. It's finished, right? The situation has ended and you are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you, right? Like, take a bow, curtain closed. We are done. The show is over. I can go back to being me. I don't have to worry about this burden anymore. I don't have to worry about the stress anymore. I don't have to worry about this debt anymore. I don't have to worry about my home or food or clothes or my safety. Like, I'm done. It's done. It's finally over. I don't have to worry about this toxic relationship, this awful job. Like, it's done. It's finally done. Right? So you're at this point in your life where you're completing a cycle. The karmic ending is done. You're finally ready to just let it go and to move on and be free. That is a dope energy to have in your coming year, right? The end of the bullshit. Like, and we already saw what expect miracles at the bottom of the deck. So now you're coming to the end of the bullshit and miracles are coming in for you. That is beautiful. That is beautiful, pile number one. That is so beautiful. I'll leave this little bad boy over here. All right. Let's get three blessings. What three blessings can pile number one expect for this coming year? What three blessings can pile number one expect for this coming year? Okay. Oh, we got four. Okay. So there's that. So we got the Six of Gabriel, which would be like the Six of Wands, right? Congratulations. You you've done a wonderful job, pile number one. Time to move on to the next project. Awards, scholarships, or promotions. Right? So this is a beautiful card. Recognition. Like you've been doing the damn thing, you've been busting your ass, and we know that. Right? It's been a lot. It's not like you got to the end of that cycle because everything was all hunky dory. No, you went through some work, right? But good job because the cycle is over. It's done, right? Now you get to live. The cycle has changed, right? You went from the bottom of the circle and now we're on an upswing, right? That is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy. Congratulations, Pile One. Oh, look, the star. Beautiful Aquarian energy, right? So a dream come true. Believe in yourself. The end of a difficult situation, right? Again, the end of a difficult situation is over, pile number one, right? It's over. It's finished. You did it. You did it. You did this. You did the work, right? And because you did the work, because you kept moving forward, because you held on to integrity, right? Your dream gets to come true now, right? People are going to recognize that. People are seeing, people are watching. You held your ground even when it was hard, right? You held steady even when it was difficult. That's a beautiful thing. So beautiful blessings coming in for you, right? A miracle, a dream coming true for you, right? A promotion, recognition, something, right? More money coming in, something, a blessing. Oh, I love this. The seven of right? Seven of Pentacles. So you have invested wisely. What did I just say? Something about money. Have patience and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. So not only are you going to be receiving blessings from rewards and recognitions, right? It's because you planted these seeds in the background. Again, you held on to integrity, right? So maybe you were like working extra hours, even though you weren't getting paid for it, right? Or helping people out on your free time, or just giving back to the community, whatever you were doing, however you were spending your time, your money, your energy, whatever, all of that is now being multiplied in the universe, right? What you put out, you're getting back in, right? So you're going to start to receive some of the investments from the things that you planted in the past. Plus, this is going to bless the seeds that you're creating now, right? So you're doing like a double blessing with that seven of Ariel, right? Like you're getting investments from the shit that you did in the past, plus the high vibrational energy and the healing energy and where you're at now, you're investing new seeds, which is also going to bless your future. It's like your blessings are manifesting other blessings. That is so dope. I have angel bumps all over my body. All right. Oh, and the four of Michael, which would be the four of swords. You're gonna get some rest, pile number one. You're gonna get some wet rest and rejuvenation and clarity and peace. Insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off, seek relief from stress. So this year isn't going to be nearly as stressful for you, right? That's a beautiful blessing coming in. You're going to be able to take a break and relax and chill and think, right? This, whatever you were doing, and you were chewing up that, like, like a train up the hill. Like, you've been busting your ass, but it wasn't for nothing. All this work, all that hard work that you put in, it wasn't for nothing. Look at these blessings coming in, right? You're just blessing on top of blessing on top of blessing. I'm so excited for you. Ugh, delicious. All right. What are three challenges or blocks that we may have to deal with? Pile number one may have to deal with in this coming year. What do we need to be aware of as far as challenges or blocks for this coming year? For pile number one. Okay. All right. So the three of Ariel, which would be the three of Pentacles, right? Traditionally, you see like three people kind of like working together. So you might have some challenges at work. Maybe some people aren't going to be happy with the fact that you're getting recognized for all the things that you've done, and now you're actually getting a promotion, right? Do what you love, a time of great personal growth in your career or artistic endeavors, working with others in a cooperative manner, right? So if you're working in group settings, just play nice, right? Um, if there are people at work or in your work environment or just even within your like industry that are trying to challenge you, right? Just remember your why. Like, why am I doing this? Why do I do this work? What is the benefit of it, right? Like, you're really good at what you do, whatever that is, right? You're very, very talented at it. So, one, don't overwork yourself, right? Because this person's like working and they're by themselves, right? So it's like, let's not let's not repeat this energy and start burning the candle at two ends, right? Because that's a habit that you might have of just like doing too much or going extra. And so one of your challenges is going to be to learn how to kind of chill out, right? And to also, because you're doing so much of that work, you're not doing the things that maybe you like doing, right? So it's like you like kind of like tinkling around with stuff, right? So you don't want to be so focused on just grinding that you forget how to have fun, or you don't do your hobbies, or you don't spend time with like your loved ones. Okay. So that might be a challenge. So just remember that throughout the year. Okay. Nine of Gabriel, again, look, this person's in the field, dirt, shovel, right? So you you have to be mindful not to try to overdo it. Okay. Stay determined and move forward. Be prepared for any possibility. Environmental activism, right? So one of your blocks, one of your challenges is that you're just expecting the worst, right? You're always on high alert. You're always expecting the worst. You're always like working extra hard and like you do too much. Pile number one, you do too much. Sometimes you gotta learn how to fucking chill out, right? That's why one of the blessings coming to you in this coming year is rest and rejuvenation, because you need to learn how to chill. You do too much. You do too much. You need to learn how to chill. Six of Michael, another traveling, right? So we're coming out of darkness, moving into light. This is travel and relocation sometimes. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans, relocation or travel. So you might have some challenges when it comes to like finding a new place, or, finding a place that you like to live, or even like trying to make plans to do things and things just kind of like falling by the wayside, right? So you have a problem with knowing when to cut it off, right? Like knowing when to stop, knowing when to chill. Like that's why the blessing this year coming in is you chilling. Like this is relocation, this is travel, this is the light at the end of the tunnel, right? Like that's this energy. And so it's like you're blocking yourself from receiving this ending. This it's almost like you're getting in the way of your own rest and rejuvenation. You're getting in the way of your own breaks. You're getting in the way of your own vacations. Like you have a your challenge this year is going to be learning when to cut it off, right? Like that's hard for you. It's hard for you to like put the work down. It's hard for you to like let others do it because like you are so focused and you're so good that like you don't necessarily know how to delegate, right? Like it's hard for you to like take days off, right? So you're going to be challenged this year with taking days off and letting others do the work and relaxing sometimes, right? And like spending some time with your loved ones and not just like getting things done, but just like embracing that time, right? Big challenge coming in for you this year. Look, bottom of the deck, nine of Ariel, right? Your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. A love for the beautiful things in life. So you've been busting your butt, right? But that's not meant to be a continuous cycle, right? You do stuff and you grind, and maybe there's like a push because we're trying to get a project or something out, but then we stop, right? And then we take a break and we celebrate where we're at and we celebrate how far we've come. And it's like you're not giving yourself time to like hit those plateaus and just embrace how far you've come. It's just like grind, 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 grind. And you burn yourself at the candle at both ends, and what's gonna end up happening? We're gonna burn ourselves out, right? It's like sit down before you get sat down. You don't want God to sit you down. So while this is coming to an end, enjoy it. Take a sigh of relief, breathe, take a break, right? Even actors, actresses, dancers, all that stuff, right? When they're done with the end of a show, they take a break. They take a minute before they start the next project. You're allowed to do that, okay? The business is not going to fall. The world is not going to stop spinning because you decided to take a nap, all right? You're so silly. All right, pile number one, let's get three things that the angels would like to say to you, and then we're going to get close out your reading. So thank you, angels. Thank you, guys. We're just three things you want pile number one to focus on in this coming year. All right. They want you to find some joy, right? So seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your emotions, right? So we need to focus on joy, pile number one. We need to focus on getting some rest for this year, right? We need to focus on allowing ourselves to heal and to be okay with the fact that like we're done with the drama and the trauma. Okay. Eight of Gabriel, a great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results, important communication, right? So again, a lot of things happening, quick moving energy, right? Not a bad thing. But that's why the angels are guiding you. Hey, you're going to need to take breaks. Hey, you're going to need to get some rest, right? There's nothing wrong with working hard. There's nothing wrong with how you grind. There's nothing wrong with you going after the bag. But you also need to chill, right? You need to spend time with your loved ones. You need to spend time with yourself. You need to have some fun. You need to enjoy your life. It can't just be you just sitting here having like a pity party for yourself or stuck in the past or thinking about all the things you lost. No, what about all the things that you have? Right? What about all the opportunities in front of you, right? And I feel like with this Eight of Wands, this Eight of Gabriel energy, right? There's going to be a lot of opportunities coming in for you. But if you're sitting here having a pity party looking at the ground, you're not going to see what's above you, what's flying towards you. Right? The angels have a lot of things coming in, flowing towards you. And part of that is to help you get some rest. Part of that is to help you chill. Part of that is to celebrate how far you've already come, but you have to allow yourself that, right? You got to let yourself lay down. I keep getting guided to rest, right? And I resonate with this power so much because it's like I do overdo it sometimes, right? And so like it got to the point where it was like, oh, okay, you don't want to rest, bitch? Cool. Your computer's not gonna be working anymore. Right? Like we're gonna fuck with your internet. Like you better go lay down before we fucking lay down. I was like, let me take a nap. You know what I mean? Before I cause an entire calamity to happen, because that's a real thing. And we have the queen. Look, pause. Bottom of your deck, you have the Queen of Michael. The last card out, the Queen of Raphael, right? So a lot of beautiful feminine energy in and around and supporting you in this coming year, right? The Queen of Michael as the Queen of Swords is all about her business, right? She's like a divorced single lady. She's older. She's mature. She's logical. She's not all up in her emotions. But the Queen of Raphael, or the Queen of Cups, is all up in her emotions, right? She's a very emotionally mature woman. So this just shows me that there's a balance between your head and your heart coming in, right? You're going to be tapped into your divine feminine energy, right? And we know that that's not gender specific, it's an energy, right? You're going to be balancing your head and your heart. things are going to be opening for you. You're going to be tapping into your psychic gifts, but you're also going to know, you know, when to stand tall. There's just like this balance of you between like heaven and earth, right? And this is a beautiful, beautiful energy. Follow your heart, a love of home and family, trustworthy psychic information. You know exactly what to do, the benefit of experience, a time for your career rather than relationships, right? So you're gonna be pushed, push in your career to keep moving forward, which is great. But do not forget why you're doing this. If you're doing it for your family, if you're doing it for your loved ones, that you need to give them your time. You need to give yourself that time, right? You need to balance work and your personal life, right? That's a huge, huge thing coming in for you this year. So beautiful, beautiful energy coming in for you, pile number one. Like as you focus, as you move forward, as you're grinding, as you go and get that bag, because this year is going to be a freaking dope year for you to really just grind and hustle, and things are going to manifest for you. You just need to remember that, like, as you're moving forward, trust your intuition, right? Don't forget why you're doing it and keep things into balance. That's going to be really important for you. Balance your head, balance your heart, trust in your intuition, and go the path. But you are done. It is finished. The show is over, baby, right? All that heavy lifting. So give praise to God, right? Like just rejoice right now and give thanks that you made it this far. All right. This is such a dope reading for you, pal number one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, like, subscribe, definitely check out the rest of my work. I'm always giving content out. But until then, I love you, God loves you, and angels surround you. Later. Hello, 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 pile number two. So you are the pile that chose the psychic tarot, which is so funny because I was in meditation, didn't make the connection that you were the psychic tarot. And as I was in meditation, connecting with all of your energy, I just felt like this was a very spiritually connected psychic uh, group, whether you're aware of it or not. Um, very clairsentient for the all of you have some type of clairsentience, whether you actively know it, you know, you just feel things in your body. You're probably known for like getting goosebumps, feeling the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, um, having gut feelings, just walking into a room and being able to like feel the energies. You may work with crystals like incense, sage, Palo Santo. It's important for you to have like a kind of like clean, organized, structured environment, right? That's this group. So as we're looking into what you need to focus on more or what your focus needs to be in this coming year, definitely connecting to spirit, definitely connecting to your those psychic spiritual gifts, trusting in your intuition because you guys have very, very strong, deep intuition. You need to feel it. Wow, like this is a very spiritually powerful group. Whoa. I feel your energy so intensely. It's so strong. It's a beautiful gift. And remember to keep yourselves grounded always. Actually, we're gonna start with the singing bowl for this group because your energy is really powerful. So we're gonna do three sounds. If noise bothers you, turn the volume down. Let's ground the energies here. Clear and ground. All right, pile number two. Let's get into your reading. What you need to focus on in this coming year. So we're gonna start off with some whew, angel messages. You guys' energy is so strong. The beautiful guardian angels. What does pile need? What message do you have? Pile number two. Get one message. All right. Said one, you're gonna get two. Okay, so first of all, when I was setting up for you guys reading and I was like checking the lighting and stuff, I just pulled one card. The bottom of the deck. Inner child healing. This is literally the card that I pulled when I was doing the test. So big theme for you coming up in this coming year is a lot of inner child healing, nourishing, comforting, loving yourself, right? Your inner child self, really valuing that part of you, walking on that path, allowing yourself to feel 333. I just saw to feel and to move forward on your path and to know that you're protected the entire way. Okay. We have surrender. Hold up. First, we have this inner child healing, right? This child is just laying on the chest of an angel, right, and just being comforted. And then you're being guided to surrender as well in this coming year, right? So surrender to the healing that's going to be happening throughout this coming year. Surrender to the divine guidance that's coming in for you. Wow, 444 on the clock. Surrender to the help from the angels. Like they're here to help you. Angels' job is to help us. I know so many people fight it, but that's their task. Like if we don't give them anything to do, it's like they're bored in heaven. They're just like twiddling their thumbs. Like their job is to help us so you can allow yourself to heal, allow your heart to open, allow the angels to come in and to support you. Right? Surrender to this healing that's gonna transpire for you this year. And how do you do that? You take a step back and you trust, right? When we're doing inner child healing, right? We're doing it from this moment, this now, where we're at, and we're taking a look back at some of the things that we've grown through, right? So you can take a step back and look because you're no longer that child. You're no longer in that situation. You're no longer unsafe, right? You're no longer a victim. You're no longer powerless, right? And so it's okay to take a step back and look. So there's a lot of healing that's going to be coming in for this group that's going to help you to take a step back, to shift your perspective, right? And to also heal those woundings that are coming in. And that's going to help you um, further to activate your gifts because you're not going to be um, shutting down your feelings anymore, right? You're not going to be blocking the energies from coming through because of fear of judgment or condemnation. Okay. Beautiful animal spirits. What's one message that you have for pile number 2? Bottom of the deck, purification. Look at this. Clear out the clutter. So again, this healing, this purging is coming through for you this year. You're really just allow this to transpire and to grow through you. Look at this. You can't make this up. Butterfly transformation. Get ready for a big breakthrough. This is a huge, 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 huge year of healing and transformation for you. But like in the most beautiful way, because again, you guys are super psychic, super sensitive, right? So you're gonna be like healing the parts of you that block off your gifts and being able to utilize them in a way that's safe, in a way that's comfortable, right? You're clearing out the clutter of your mind. There's almost like there's this like distortion, like there's like a little like it's like when you have dust on something, right? And you're gonna be like right, like dusting everything off so you can like see things clearly, right? We're like cleaning things up. Like that's a beautiful energy that's coming in. So this big year of healing and change coming into you, right? But again, as you heal that inner child, as we love and nurture it, as we surrender to this process of healing, your entire scope gets to change. This is going to be a very transformative year for you. Wow. All right, angels and guides, what does pile need to know when it comes to their blessings? Let's get 3 blessings for pile number 2 in this year. What 3 blessings are coming in for pile number 2? Focus on this coming year. And you got 4. So funny. Okay, so like I said, disruption, transformation, big change, right? So this blessing, this disruption, this upheaval, this what looks to be like a painful distortion, right? This is the same energy as like the butterfly, right? Things are changing. So you're growing through this time to you're being broken apart to be put back together whole again, right? So there's a blessing in the endings and the disruptions that are coming in. Like, don't be worried or scared about these endings and these closures because this is a good thing. Like, these are the things that you prayed for. This is what you've been wanting. You've been wanting to up level. You've been wanting to heal. You've been wanting to tap into your divine inheritance and birthrights, right? And you start by letting go of the old, right? You are no longer the caterpillar. You're moving towards the butterfly, but you have to grow through this chrysalis phase in order to do that, right? So the blessing that's coming in for you is like support and healing and a disruption of the old so that you can tap into the newest version of yourself, right? Look, movement, choices, and decisions, right? A lot of things again just changing for you, right? And it's like you're being supported and moving forward. You're being supported in your change. You're being supported in your healing. You're being supported in your ego death, right? You're being supported by being given, gifted options and choices, right? Like you're no longer at a point where you're choosing scraps or you're just like taking breadcrumbs, right? That's no longer like you're coming into this blessing of I'm gonna have choices, I'm gonna have options. I can decide what I want from my heart now, right? And that's because this healing is coming forth. This healing has to happen so that you can take your arms down, so you can release that, right? And it's opening up your healing, it's opening up options and choices for you. Like this year, you're gonna have a lot more choices and options in front of you, probably than you've had in a long time, if ever, especially if you've been on a spiritual path, right? Because so many of us on a spiritual path like aren't really good at like the whole receiving thing and like monetary stuff, right? So this is a year where it's gonna be like, no, like let go of that stuff, like heal. Like you deserve like to be compensated, you deserve to be loved, you deserve to be valued, right? Like you deserve to have options and choices. And it's like you're gonna have a year where it's like, oh, like, oh well, no, I do want that actually, or no, I don't actually want that. I'd rather do this instead. And it's gonna be like, okay. And it's like, oh, okay. And then like more choices. The universe is like, go ahead. You can be, do, or have whatever you want. What do you want to do? And you're like, oh, oh, that's real. Oh, I can. Oh, okay. So it's like, oh, well, now what do I choose? Because now I have choices. Now I have options. Now I can do whatever I want, right? Temptation coming in as a blessing. I think that is hilarious, right? But you're gonna have a whole bunch of yummy stuff put in front of you this year, blessings. But the blessing is that you're going to know how to discern. Normally this is, I look at this as a person turning away from the light, but I feel like this is an indication that you're just seeing like not everything that glitters is gold, right? Like just because it looks like a blessing doesn't mean it is. Like it's like you're being blessed with the gift of discernment. You're being blessed with the gift of like clarity. It's like you're also being blessed with the gift of your own inner light. It's like you don't need to look for it outside of yourself anymore, and you're realizing that. So that's a beautiful, beautiful, dope ass thing coming in for you. So this is, listen, pile number two. You're doing big things, right? You got choices coming in. You got options. You got healing. You're learning about discernment. You're really tapping into your own spiritual gifts. And this healing, this beautiful healing. I love this healing, right? I know it doesn't feel like it, and it's not going to necessarily feel like it. Some of you are already like at the tail end of this, and you're coming out of this, and you're like, what the fuck, right? But some of you, this is like the darkness that you're about to grow through, right? And again, this is a blessing coming in. So it's like, yes, we're breaking this apart to give you something better, right? It's like you bought a house and it's crumbling. We're tearing it all down and we're going to rebuild it from the foundation, right? Because it was like a shoddy foundation. If we would have left it like it would have collapsed in 2 years, right? Instead, we're going to tear it all down. It's going to cost you another 10 grand. But at the end of the day, you're going to have a house that lasts you 20 years as opposed to two, right? It's like, let's weigh the options out here, right? So like may not feel like it because like you're frustrated because they're tearing down your whole house, but at the end of the day, your safety is more important. You know what I'm saying? And then looking, oh, another blessing coming in, material and spiritual prosperity. So as you heal your inner child and as you activate and awaken like the largest parts of yourself, right? You start to build and that abundance starts coming to you from every aspect. Again, like this is your divine inheritance, right? This is your birthright. So it's not something that you shouldn't have. This should have always been yours, but you were blocking yourself from it because you were holding on to, the pain and the frustration and angst in the past, right? And you were focused on the wrong thing. You forgot that you had your own inner light. And so it wasn't until you started turning away from these things that were giving you false light, from these things that were giving you false hope, from externalizing the God within, that you realized how powerful you were. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, I forgot to pull. Let's get your strongest energy for this coming year. Let's pull one card. What is pile number two? Strongest energy for this coming year. That's hilarious. Firm foundation. So again, we don't want to build a house on freaking sand. That is so funny that firm foundation is what came through when I was just talking about the house reference. But this is your strongest energy for the year, right? So this is about you being grounded, being strong in your root chakra, being safe, secure, stable. So this is a year where you're going to feel more grounded. Again, this is a very psychic group, right? So it's not uncommon for your head to be up in the ethers and for you to be up there somewhere, right? Just tapping into spirit and, listening to spiritual music and doing crystals and incense and prayers and meditation, divination, yoga, and all the spiritual stuff. But you're here. We're on Earth. You got to get connected. You got to get grounded. You got to connect with Earth while you're here in your physical body. The deeper our roots grow, the higher we can ascend, right? But you have to be grounded. So this is a year where you're going to be focused on being grounded. Like that is the energy. You see how there's a huge mountain behind him, right? Like in masculine energy, very, very grounded, right? Strong in our foundation so that we can go through this transformation, right? So that we can come out on the other side transformed and healed and in our abundance, right? Where did our abundance go? Beautiful, material and spiritual prosperity. But in order to prosper spiritually, we have to be very grounded. We are here on earth. Do not forget that. Root chakra. Love that for you. All right, angels and guides, what are three challenges or obstacles that pile number two may have to deal with in this coming year? Intuition. Not trusting yourself, not trusting your gifts, right? Your intuition is strong and it's on point, but some of you just don't trust it. You are still too far in your head. And so a challenge or a block for you this year might be tapping into that intuition and learning how to trust yourself, right? Again, like I said, you guys feel things within your body. You're getting goosebumps. Uh, hairs on the back of your neck are standing up. Like you walk into a room, you feel a way. You walk next to a person, you feel a way. Like trust your intuition. You feel a way, and then you want to push it away because you feel bad. You feel guilty. You don't like somebody's energy, and you want to be like, oh well, I'm sure there's something nice about it. It's like, no, trust your intuition. If they were like, if your body was like, nope, then nope, and you don't need to question it, right? Or like you get invited to a place and you don't really want to go and you start questioning things and you feel bad and it's like, no, stand in that. There's a reason that you shouldn't go. There's a reason why you feel uncomfortable in that situation, right? Trust it, trust it, trust it. So you're going to be challenged this year with really having to rely on your intuition and not getting in the way of that intuition, right? Your challenge is going to be to trust in your higher self and not block it by overthinking it with the egoic mind. Okay. And that starts by what? By being grounded. Because when we're grounded, then we can trust in our higher self, right? Then we're stable and secure. We're not being tossed around like the winds of the ego. You know what I'm saying? We're in the center of the storm. Another challenge for you this year might be some heartache, some loss. Sorry now for the losses and the pains you might be dealing with, whether this is, loved ones crossing over or relationships ending, whatever it is. We all grow through things, and It can be very, very challenging. So I'm sending you love. All right. Another challenge, third eye chakra. You guys are blocking your intuition. Third eye is the key to the high priestess, right? That's this intuition card. Third eye chakra. So one of your challenges or blocks this year is going to be your third eye. That means you need to open it, right? So that you can tap in to your higher self. When we are not grounded, we are not connected, right? We are off. We're thrown off of our path. We're thrown off of our purpose. We're thrown off of understanding like everything that's growing on within us, right? So really that 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 block can be unblocked simply by doing meditations, by being grounded, by eating like violet or blue foods, um by going out and getting the sun shining on your third eye, right? Whether it's like during like a sunrise or a sunset, which is really, really powerful. But as you move forward on this year, as this focus on this year is your inner child healing, right? And being grounded and growth, don't get in your own way by questioning and doubting your intuition. If you feel a way immediately, trust that and follow through with it. If you're getting intuitive prompts to move forward, trust that and follow through with it, right? Trust it. Look, bottom of the deck, positive movement forward. When you're being guided, even if it doesn't make sense to you, or you don't know what's going on, it's not for you to question it, just trust it, right? That is this challenge. Like, learn to trust yourself, learn to trust your higher self. You're being guided. You know what you know, what you know. You're just questioning it and you're doubting it, right? And that's a lot of it is because you're not grounded. You need to trust yourself to move forward. You need to trust in the guidance that you're receiving. You're on point. Your intuition is spot on. You're super psychic, right? You're super tapped and you're really tapped into spirit, but you're not tapping in because you're blocking yourself unnecessarily. You know what I mean? You're literally just like, your intuition comes and you're like, nope, nope, nope. Like, you just like question it, doubt it, push it away, make excuses for it. No. Like, tap into it. Allow it to transform you. Allow it to heal you. Allow it to open up your mind's eye, right? Allow yourself to get grounded so that you can tap into that energy so that you can grow. A lot of healing coming in for you this beautiful year. All right. What angels? Pile number two. What are three things, three final messages you have for them? Three things you want them to know. Beautiful. Oh, beautiful, 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 beautiful. The focus of this coming year, bottom of the deck, new beginnings. New beginnings. Of course, we're going to have new beginnings. Why? Because shit is about to be disrupted, right? To transform us, to heal and purify everything. Oh my gosh, underneath purification, look, you're provided for in all ways, right? So we're purifying, we're transforming, we're shaking shit up, right? So that we can open up our third eye. So we can tap into that energy, right? Tap into that intuition. We need to be really, really grounded. This beautiful blessing is here for you, material and spiritual prosperity, right? That's a part of the new beginnings that's coming in for you. But in order to get to the blessing, we have to go through this. We have to let this go to get this. And I know that's not going to be easy. You know, this feels very much like a freaking Dark Night of the Soul, reading. But it's not going to be like that the entire year. And then look, final messages from the angels. Yep, suffering and silence. So for a part of you, again, some of you are coming out of this, some of you are going to be going into this, right? And this is that Dark Night of the Soul energy. And this suffering, what seems like suffering and silence, is the hermit energy, right? You have to go at this alone. This healing, this transformation, right? Butterflies, there's not a group of them in the chrysalis. It's just the one, right? Same thing when it comes to the disruption. It's just him mummified. It's not a whole bunch of people. So you need to deal with your inner self, right? Which is why our beautiful, beautiful high priestess came in, right? She's the one that goes within. She's all about the inner self, inner self, inner self, right? So you need to go within, tap into the intuition, right? Understand the ebbs and flows of life, the hurts, the losses, own it, give it awareness, feel through it and then move past that energy so that you can release it so that you can open up to the material and spiritual prosperity that is you, right? You're going to release that energy and come into the space of choices. Like you have a choice. You want to choose faith and love or pain and suffering, right? But these are the options that are before you. And then we also got recognition and reward, right? So that's that beautiful three of wands energy coming forth for you. Um, Actually, no, this is three of pentacles energy, but this is like working with people, things moving forward, just knowing that like this is a heavy path, and I get that. This transformation, this growth that you're going gonna grow through this year, right? This is a very heavy healing. This isn't like, oh, it's for the faint of heart. Like I, I say this to you guys all the time. Like it took you like 20, 30, 40, 50 years to become the person that you are right now. And when you're healing, it's not gonna be like a light switch. It's like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, hey, I'm healed. Oh, everything is great. No, that's not how it works. That's not realistic. I wish, but it's not. Oh, I'm healed. No, that's not a thing. That's not a thing, right? It's going to come out little by little, layer by layer. Now, the more we accept the path and we choose to move forward on this healing and we choose to tap into it instead of running to it, we can expedite the process, but it's not going to be an overnight thing, right? But people are going to start to see and recognize the work that you're doing, right? You're doing a lot of heavy lifting and it feels thankless, but this is going to be the year to show you that this hasn't been thankless, right? That everything that you just went through, all the pains, all the losses, all the hurts, all the ego deaths, all the fighting, all the tears, all the loneliness, all the isolation, like none of it was for nothing because it's going to take you and lead you to a much greater and greater. It's Mercury retrograde, forgive me. Brighter and greater space. Okay? That's all that's coming in for you. And for some of you, you're going to be meeting your twin flame or a soulmate that's going to be very activating for you. All right? So there's a lot of love here. There's a lot of balance coming in. You're balancing your masculine and feminine energies. But again, soulmate, soul tribe, divine union, twin flame, like that energy is also coming in for you this year. But we're not going to be focused on love if we cannot heal ourselves, right? Like we need to be good with ourselves before we be out here being messy and start dating other people. But a lot of harmony is going to come within your inner self as you allow yourself to grow through these transformations, right? So it's going to be a beautiful year of healing your inner child self and transforming and getting to the next level of your spirituality and your gifts. So I love this for you, pile number two. I love it. I love it. I love it. I know it's going to feel a little heavy and some of it is going to feel really rocky, but once you choose to surrender to this path, right? And literally just like call upon your angels, let them hold you during this time. You know what I mean? Like that's the biggest energy here. It's like, yo, you don't have to do this alone. Take a step back and let them help. You know what I mean? It's like take a step back and let them help. It's like me trying to move like a big armchair by myself, right? And I can't necessarily do it by myself. But then like a friend of mine is over and he's big and he's able to move it. So it's like let me take a step back and let him move this chair so he can help me. Right? Like why should I stand here and struggle if I know somebody can stand here and help me? It's the same thing with the angels. Like why do you need to stand here and struggle? We can just call upon them for help. Give me the guidance, give me clarity. Like you know, what's the best step for me and my family at this time? Like, is that safe or does that feel wise? Or, is this a truth or is this just their truth? Like I ask questions all the time. I be asking angels all day, all day, all day. I'm like, let's go. Y'all said it's an open communication 24/7. Getting my minutes in. You know what I'm saying? I used to have to pay for minutes back in the day. Now I'm just unlimited. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, pile number two, this is your reading for your upcoming year. So I hope that it gave you blessings. If you like my readings, please like and subscribe. Definitely share. But there's a big breakthrough coming through for you this year, but it's not going to come without some ups and downs and a little bit of shakes. You guys are a very psychic group. You have a very strong psychic connection. So you need to tap into that, trust this process, have faith that everything is working out for your highest and greatest good. You know what I'm saying? And remember to stay grounded. If you don't do nothing else to see it, if you don't remember nothing else I said, pound number two, stay grounded, stay grounded, stay grounded, stay grounded. We had red all up in this reading. It's like red, red, where else? Red, 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 right? All this root chakra stuff. So you want to stay grounded, 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 grounded. All right. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I love you. God loves you. Angels surround you. And I'll see you later. Bye, my beloveds. Hello, 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 pile number three. So you chose the Light Seers Tarot. And when I was in meditation connecting with you guys' energy, it just felt very chill, just very laid back, unbothered. I was like, oh, okay. Like anything else? They're just like, it's like, all right, well, cool. Let's see. Like, let's see what this says. I'm good. Either way. Right. And I was like, okay. So we're gonna pull a card for you from the Guardian Angels, Power Animal, and then we're gonna go into your tarot. So thank you, beautiful Guardian Angels. What message do you have for pile number three? Focus on this coming year. We have the Guardian Angels. I love when the Guardian Angels show up in the reading. Right? So your guardian angel is just standing beside you and being like, hey, love you, got you, here with you since the beginning of time, gonna be with you till the ends of all time, right? Like, I love that. Beautiful guardian angel coming in, supporting you. Bottom of the deck, compassion, right? And this isn't just compassion for others, but this is also having compassion for yourself, right? Sometimes we forget that we need to be gentle on ourselves. Love that for you. My beautiful spirit animals, what message do you have for pile number three? Bottom of the deck, Dove, Serenity. Look, I told you, y'all just felt like such a chill vibe. Like, I was just like, all right, like, what are we doing? Slow down, pause, breathe. I think you guys have already learned this lesson, right? I feel like this is something right? Very peaceful, very chill vibes. I love this pile number three. So, dear Pathfinder, trust your instincts to guide you through this situation. Right? So you guys are just chilling, following your intuition. So what, the focus on this here is just like, so far, just keep moving forward. Just chill. You're covered, right? You got the dove, which is a symbol of the Holy Spirit coming in. You got the guardian angels coming in. So you're just so covered. You're so covered. And I feel like that's why you're so at peace. It's like you just know that everything's going to be okay. All right, angels and guides. What is problem number three? I am so sorry. That's my question. What, first of all, is the strongest energy for pile number three this coming year? What is the strongest energy for pile number three in this coming year? Page of Cups. I love this, right? So evidently some shit happening that's gonna be like, oh my God, make you feel like pigs are flying, right? Like unbelievable. Unbelievable. I love this for you. It's like, you're right, if pigs flying, it's like, guess what, bitch? Pigs are flying. Like, that's my life. I love that. Bottom of the deck, the King of Cups. Oh, I love this. Very emotionally mature energy. Connected, open-hearted. Look at both of these cards. Look here. You see all the light coming from his heart area? And in here as well. So your hearts are going to be open this year, right? And the Page of Cups can tend to be like an immature kind of like emotion, but the King of Cups is the king of emotion, right? Like super mature. So it's like you're going to be experiencing things this year that make your heart flutter, right? But it's not like in a dumb way where you're gonna be like stuck on stupid. It's just like dreams are coming true and it's gonna feel kind of magical and your heart's gonna be open and it's just like you're just like in this receiving mode. It's so dope. Right, pile number three. What are three blessings that are coming in for pile number three? Angels and guides, what are three plus? What three blessings can pile number three expect in this coming year? What three blessings can pile number three expect? Oh, there's too many. What three blessings? Oh, yeah, I'm not doing that. One more card, that's it. Yeah, like y'all do too much. Queen of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. Okay, that's big money, mature money, stable money, grounded, focused. Love that for you. That's definitely a blessing. Ooh, another. You got the Ace of Wands, 444 on the top. Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles, right? So new beginnings, opportunities, money coming in, insights. Look at this. And then the Hangman. So seeing things from a new perspective, right? So one of the blessings is you get to see things from a new perspective, right? You get to change things up, turn things on their fucking head. That's a beautiful blessing coming in for you, right? Look at this. Look at all this light being illuminated by her freaking head. Right? So even though you're looking at things, from a different perspective, it's still lighting you up. You're still being able to see. So you're going to get a lot of clarity this year. One of the blessings coming in is that things are going to shift to bring you clarity. Things are going to shift to have you see things in a whole new light. Like your mind, your being is going to be illuminated throughout this year. Some of you are tapping into like ancient wisdoms and stuff like that. It's almost like she's doing like sigils or runes or something like that. So runes. So like one of the blessings is that you might be tapping into that kind of ancient wisdom. Some of you might start practicing like Wicca or divination or scrying. Another blessing is just going to be like there's this illumination that's coming to your mind that's just going to change everything. It's like you're going to just see things with so much more clarity this year than ever before. It's like nothing stops you. It doesn't matter how it looks or how it comes at you. Like even if it comes in straight, if it comes in upside down, if it comes in slow, if it comes in fast, like you're just like, I'm good. I got it. Like I got it. Like, oh, let me go do this. Oh, let me do that. Oh, let me try it this way. Like there's just like you're not seeing obstacles this year. Like this is the year where like everything is just like, ooh, yes, okay, I want that. I want one of those. I'll take two of those. I want to try that. Like this is a year just like, right? And it's like for other people, it's gonna be like, yeah, that'll happen to pigs flying. For you, it's like, look, bitch, pigs are flying. I'm telling you, like, you got two aces coming in as your blessings. Come on, right? Again, illuminations, third eye going on. It's like the heart's open, you're good. Plus the Queen of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. You better stop playing with me, pile number three. You better go ahead and get your fucking blessings, okay? You got a whole new fucking resource, whether that's like a windfall of abundance, a new job, an inheritance, something like some big money opportunity, something is being gifted to you by the universe, right? And it's Ace of Wands, right? That's a new beginning, new opportunities, creative energy, tapping into the universe, like even more blessings. This opportunity, whatever this, it's like this new opportunity is gonna pay off motherfucking handsomely. And again, I feel like it's just like the energy of like, kind of gonna be turned around, you know, but not in a bad way. Like you see things differently. Like you just recognize the blessings for what they are. You're seeing the magic in your life. So, all right. What three challenges or blocks may pile number three you have to encounter in the coming year? Okay. All right. So maybe a little upheaval with family dynamics, right? but not just family. This Ten of Pentacles is like inheritance, financial abundance for your family, like having a really great family, everybody feeling safe, stable, secure. So, although you have this beautiful new opportunity coming in, like maybe this opportunity is going to cause some challenges with your family, right? Maybe it's going to like have you working extra hard hours, or you're going to be traveling a lot, right? Like there's just going to be a little bit of like upheaval and discord when it comes to the family. So just keep that in mind, like to keep things into balance as they're coming in, right? It's going to turn things up on its head, right? You have things happening that are going to kind of turn things up on their head. So be mindful, especially if you have like children or like a spouse, right? Like that your blessings are also affecting them as well. Okay. You know, Three of Cups as well. So that's the energy of friendships and celebrations. So if that's another challenge or block, like don't neglect your friends in all of this, and don't overindulge, right? Because the Three of Cups tends to be like three people celebrating and stuff like that. So we just want to be mindful that we don't take our friendships and our soul family and our tribe for granted, right? And also that we don't allow these people to block us from these blessings and our abundance and our prosperity and our peace, right? Because again, it's in the challenge position, right? And then you're having things that are happening in your life that are kind of like unbelievable, like blessings from your heart that seem like, oh my God, people would think only if pigs fly, right? So be mindful of envy and jealousy and things like that when it comes to your friendships. And then the King of Swords, another challenge position. So it might be too much in your head, right? You might be too much in your head, too much like overthinking and worrying. And the King of Swords is a very stoic, solid leader. He is about the mind, he is very logical, he's not heart centered, right? So in the challenge position, it's like don't 11 o'clock, 11, or just 1 o'clock. Don't just be so, right? You want to open up your heart. You don't want to just like be in your head and be logical and be cold, right? And especially because we're getting these three things as challenge positions, right? After we have these blessings coming in, new opportunities, new gifts, all this shit. It's like you don't want to kind of tell everybody like take it or leave it, or this is what I'm doing and fuck you, or like be mindful of your tribe. Be mindful of how these things are going to affect that your loved ones, right? Like receive the blessing with grace. All right. So the challenge is going to be like, don't be arrogant, don't be cold, don't turn your back on people, right? Remember to have some balance in your life. Okay. And now we're going to get just three final messages from the angels. Anything that the angels want you specifically to know for your coming year. Just so it's 12. Angels, what are three things you want pile three to know for this coming year that they need to focus? They need to focus on in this coming year. What is the focus of this coming year for pile number three? No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing 75 cards. I'm not doing that. I'll take that one because I saw that at the bottom of the deck before. We're going to get one more message. Angels, pile number three. What's one more message you have for them, angels? Thank you. A lot of options coming in. So, discernment, right? Be discerning in this coming year. You have a lot of options. Choose wisely. If you're not sure, ask the angels for help, right? Just because you have a lot of cups doesn't mean that they're all good, right? We got a snake over here. We got like a freaking dragon wing over here, right? Drink from every cup, you get poisoned. So there's going to be some healing going on, all right? In this coming year. And they want you to know it's okay if you're going to be frustrated, feel it. It's okay to feel frustrated. It's okay to be afraid. It's okay to cut these cords. It's okay to release these attachments, right? So that you can free yourself and let go of this life. You're going to be guided and guarded and supported throughout this healing, right? This is the message coming to you from the angels. And then this is at the bottom of the deck before, right? So reasons to celebrate. You're going to be creating, you're going to be manifesting, you're going to be stepping into your power, right? A lot of joy is available to you. Remember the magic that's within yourself. Remember your strength. Remember to stay connected to your truth, right? It looks like she's holding like a flute or something like that, right? Maybe a clarinet, right? So don't forget the music that's in your heart and that's around you as well, right? Sing your song, release it, be true to yourself. And the Page of Pentacles, right? More Pentacle energy, right? Pentacles are about tangible things, money, material things, like things, tangible things, right? So more tangible things coming, whether this is like information about how to make more money or how to grow your business or support coming into for your business or new contracts, all of that stuff is going to be coming forward for you. So this coming year for you, pile number three, there's a lot of big blessings coming in, right? And this energy is like huge, right? So you got you have like your guardian angels, the Holy Spirit coming in, like you have changes that are gonna kind of blow your mind. Just be mindful not to neglect and go cold or shitty on those that love you, right? Don't get so caught up in the humdrum that you forget the loved ones that are around you and be very discerning in your choices. You have a lot of psychic ability and you have a lot of support from the other realms. Don't allow greed to misguide you. That's a big one coming through for you, right? You have a lot of blessings coming in and a lot of things are going to be manifested. Make sure you're being discerning and you're not choosing from a space of greed, but you're choosing from your heart, right? You're choosing from your higher self. Okay, beautiful. Anyway, pile number three, I hope that you enjoyed this message. Please like, share, and subscribe. And definitely, definitely, definitely come check me out soon. I love you. God loves you. Angels surround you and have the dopest year of your life. Later.